The College Basketball Experience pregame show for Wednesday night, December the 3rd edition on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you use the sign-up code. That sign-up code is TCESGPN. Welcome, everybody, into the College Basketball Experience. This damn cursor won't let me turn off the music. We're looking live. It is Wednesday night, December the 3rd. A lot of games. Hope everybody got some sleep last night. I got very little. I may have fallen asleep sitting up today for an hour. Who knows? Don't tell other people. It's a secret between you and I, the audience here. But anyway, feeling nice and rested. We got 69 games here on a Wednesday night. We got more SEC, ACC challenge. We got Big Ten action, and we got some other conference games. And shout out to Stooley. He was on the show last night. You're looking live. If you're wondering who you're listening to, I'm Moneyline Mac, former Severett, also be with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West by God, Virginia with the Mountaineers. Tonight over here at the College Experience. And joining me to talk college hoops, he's back, baby. He's back from the Sunshine State. He looks like I don't know how well rested he is. He was driving through the night, had TCE on to get him through the wee hours. You guys know him as the DC Sports Messiah. He is also the green mowing, weed growing Troy Tuning. Welcome back, brother.
Yeah, what sleep? Chopping down trees with chainsaws today. Just no rest for the wicked right now. But the hiatus was somewhat okay. I learned that, you have to use Novig when you're down in Florida because the goddamn engines, the Seminole tribe, you don't get great lines out there. But goddamn, it's kind of nice to be back, actually, besides the fact that it's cold as shit. That just means I stay inside and get to watch more basketball. But it's good to see everybody back. This is a motley crew when we get you two with me. We'll be off the rails here soon, I bet.
And there is rumors that Detroit Tuning may be making a trip down here to the south and maybe taking a little visit to the rave here on a Friday night. So yeah, stay tuned to that. Let's go. Third man in the booth. You guys know him from the Midwest, great state of Indiana. He is co-host of the Pump Fake Pod. He is Huff Puff. What's up, man?
Hey, what up, guys? Good to be back. We don't got day basketball all day. But hey, we can chop it up on a pregame as we're getting more in a routine of the schedule of college basketball. Get a little conference preview action too under the hood last night. I'm ready to run it back. 69 games, nice, like you said. So let's go. Cheers, guys. Welcome me back.
Cheers, baby. Cheers. And let's get right into it. Shout out to Pine Bluff. I was wrong on that one. Pine Bluff wins outright. They will get their first victory, and Lipscomb beats Tennessee Tech, so I get a split in the afternoon. How'd you guys do?
I went 1-1 as well. I had Illinois-Chicago, but I had the team total over it for Lipscomb, and that worked out well rather than taking the spread. So looked like it was going to be on pace the whole time, and then they just go on a massive dry spell. Lipscomb, LA Fitness ball for sure.
Fucking hilarious. Troy?
I was just going to say Lipscomb is definitely LA Fitness ball. I haven't. I'm 0-0 right now. We didn't place a bet earlier. This is probably the first time that my circadian rhythm for the last 3 or 4 days feels normal. So I was betting on the later games in the last few days more than I typically do, and I got to get back on my early game groove and some first half lines here. But no, I haven't gotten on anything yet. We'll see what Huff thinks about one of the earlier 7:00 games.
Let's go, baby. All right, so looking at the schedule here tonight, we got this game. It just tipped off Northeastern Holy Cross, a Boston matchup, and then tipping off here well, there's some other games, but there's no lines out on them. They're D2 versus D1s. Horizon League gets started here tonight. Wright State versus Youngstown at 6:30. I see the old Penguins laying 3.5. Did you do anything in the first game that tipped off here 15 minutes ago? But second, what are you doing here with the Penguins and the Raiders here to open up Horizon play?
Oh, I'm going to be on the Penguins here. It's only 3.5 right now. I was actually just about to put this in on Tally, and then I have to remember that I typically go before Huff here out of the cycle. But I'm going to lay the 3.5 at 5 right now with the Pens.
Yeah, I'm on Youngstown State as well. Beanick and I love that home court. It's a solid home court, a sneaky good one. And now they're welcome back. Intrastate battle, interconference game. Give me Youngstown at home. I like what they've done so far this year, especially offensively.
Should be noted that Holy Cross is up 18-11. So home dog here on a nice start. I did not touch that game. I almost bet Northeastern, but I stayed away. So, yeah, I'm on the Penguins. All right, I will do my best to fly through the 7 o'clock window because I believe we have how many 7 o'clock games, Huff, did you say? Is it like 27, 28?
No, it's like 30-something, like 36 or something. It's crazy.
Well, I'll go off the KenPom thrill score. And then I'll try and find it in the slides here. Let's start with the ACC SEC Challenge. The early game is Louisville versus Arkansas. Can't wait for this game. Somewhere in here. Yeah, look at all these games. Where is it? It's somewhere in here. But I see this line has come down. There it is. Yeah, wow, there is a lot of games. Opened at 3.5, down to 2.5. Are you guys on Calipari or you're on Pat Kelsey here, Troy?
I'm rolling hogs right now with Calipari. I mean, I know the line's coming down. I think Arkansas wins this game outright. It's a big spot for Cal, and he always tends to have these random times that his team shows up, even though it's a little early in the year. I think they get it done at home. They've been pretty good in Fayetteville so far.
Yeah, I'm on Arkansas as well. Listen, Louisville plays IU on Saturday in Indianapolis. I do not want Louisville to lose this game by any means, but they've already had a road spot. They went out and won against Cincinnati. But I think Arkansas is going to be ready to go. They've been battle tested already, and Calipari wants to make a name for himself. I think Louisville may still win, but Arkansas keeps it close and covers. I think Arkansas definitely can win outright too. So give me the Hogs.
All right, so all three of us are on the Hogs. Then you kind of fast forward to the 7:15. You got the other two games early in the window in this challenge. You got LSU going to Boston College. Weird spot, LSU undefeated. The line has not moved off 7.5. Then you got Alabama, who has stayed consistently a double-digit favorite. I think it opened at like 9. So skyrocketed. Clemson being there a couple years ago. Did you guys play Clemson, Alabama, or LSU, Boston College here in the early 3 games for the challenge?
I need to be talked into playing LSU, but I kind of want to lay the points with them, even though they're on the road. And it's like their first true travel spot. But I think they can win this game by double digits. Is anybody else on LSU? For real?
You know I'm on BC.
All right, I'll take them. Fuck it.
I needed talked into Boston College. It's definitely feels like a spot for them. But I've seen them play basketball this year, and just recently they've just been awful. So tough for me. But hey, they played good against Florida Atlantic. Now they're at home. LSU laying that many points, just not my favorite. I could be talked into betting Boston College, but I do like them. And I got Clemson when they were all the way up at 12.5. That thing skyrocketed. It was bouncing around last night. I think Clemson can keep it close, especially with that high total. I expect a lot of points on both sides, and Clemson should be able to keep them at that number. So, yeah. I'll bet Boston College. Screw it.
Yeah, all right. So a little battle there. The other marquee game was the Big Ten game. It was in here somewhere. There it is. It was your Hoosiers taking on Minnesota here in the opener. Huff. So this line was weird. It opened at 8.5. It went up to 11.5, then back down to 8.5. So a little zigzag action here. What are you going to do with your first, Troy? What are you doing with Huff's Hoosiers to start?
I mean, the only way that the Gophers are going to be able to score is at the free throw line, and Indiana doesn't foul that much. They protect the rim well. Minnesota's going to have to bang a lot of threes, which I don't really see them doing. I was looking at the under on this one too, but I think I would rather just lay the points with the Hoosiers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, I mean, if there's a spot, yeah, definitely. But we always play terrible in the barn. Like, I mean, we beat Minnesota most of the time, but you know, the barn's a weird place. That elevated court, it's dark in there. It's a weird vibe, and I feel like laying points is tough, especially in DeVries' first Big Ten road game. But I like the over last night to rip that. I still like the over. I think it can sneak by. I expect tough defense here on both sides, but this number is both teams are gonna be in the 70s. I feel like for this one, and that'll get you just fine with the over here. So that's what I did. Maybe a cop out, but it's always fun rooting for points. Go Hoosiers, they'll win. Look for a live spot for them. They'll be down like 4. Take a money line live.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do.
You guys should be concerned. Beanix on the Hoosiers here. He
God.
disrespected that barn. Watch out for the old goal.
I'm telling you, that elevated court, man, it's tough.
Oh, it's definitely tough. So we do have some good mid-major games in this early window as well. Hofstra Columbia is kind of a one that I'm looking at as a marquee game. Furman Elon. Furman is a short road favorite. So Furman Elon. Southern Illinois, the Salukis going to High Point. This line's come down to 8.5. I don't know if somebody's out for High Point. Louisiana Tech, Georgia Southern, that's close to around to pick 'em. And then what was the other one I was looking at? It was, did I say Columbia Hofstra yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so any of these mid-major, I mean, Marshall, Wilmington, you got a couple nice spots. And Huff, I know you have a shitload of 7 o'clock spreads. I want to highlight the Horizon games after this, but some of these mid-major on mid-major, Cornell Towson is another game in this early window that's going to be solid 2 mid-majors. So anything you really like in this early window from the mid-major standpoint?
Yeah, I like Marshall here for sure. I know that their Marshall on the road was a spot, but it's kind of dissipated, especially this season. They've already got a road win outright. I expect them, Wilmington's been drilling teams. I think they go through the motions, and Marshall comes in hot. I like them on the cover as well. I like Towson, how you mentioned, on the cover. I think their defense is solid. It's gonna get them by. It's gonna be a lot closer throughout the entire game, but the game of attrition with Towson will win. And they'll win by like 8 or 9.
And it's back-to-back.
Yeah, they just played here in Fairfax last night.
And an up-tempo team going up against a Towson team that just slows the pace. I normally favor those teams that slow the pace, especially on the home court.
And believe it or not, George Mason seems like they're a little tiring to play this year. Like, they're not as good defensively as they were, but they still kind of try, and they kind of move the ball a little bit more offensively. So I was just going to jump in and say, because that's one of the notes that I have, is I kind of like Towson here. Our boy Brandon likes Cornell, but I don't really like the back-to-back road spots and being tired.
No, that's a weird spot. I took Columbia. I might be falling into the soup, but non-conference game. Hofstra just went to that MTE, and the Palestra kind of dominated. I don't expect them to reciprocate that. Columbia has been pretty good in the non-conference historically the last couple of years. I think that they get it done, but there's one I like better, and I'll be quick with it. It's USC Upstate. That line is reeky and gross, and it's a gross team to bet on, so buyer beware. But I like Upstate at home as well on the money line. I think it's short enough. The books are scared of it, and Upstate's actually pretty improved. I've got to watch them a couple times. I like their defensive prowess on the perimeter. So give me Upstate.
All right, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that fucking line stunk. Beanick was acting like he was not surprised at all. Upstate was favorite. I was like,
oh God, yeah. What? Coastal just won? Did they just went on the road? Coastal did or something?
Coastal's been solid, man. Yeah. Outside of one game against Illinois State, I'm glad I wasn't the fucking only one. I was like, man, this
that line's
stunning to me. Yeah,
this is definitely buyer beware, but this is also like you've got to play the Fed alert possibility here.
Yep.
Yeah. Troy, anything besides, and then I'll get to the Horizon League games here in a minute.
I was gonna ask about well, you said the same thing. Why is High Point only 8.5? And
That line kind of stinks. I'm with you.
that one's pretty reeky too, right? Like typically you would just lay 8.5 with High Point here, and if it's due to an injury or something, I think you would still lay that 8.5. But I don't know if we'll be able to find that out before it's live. And we look in now when the games start, and it's like, God damn it, we just now found out somebody's out. But yeah, that one's reeky. I'm a little worried about that. I would still tend to lay the 8.5 with High Point, and I still think you got to respect that Southern Miss Radford game. I think Radford's home court is worth laying 3.5 points with.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the over. I mean, two up tempo offenses. We know how High Point can run at home, and we know what Matt Nagy does as well. Brings to an offensive tempo. I like the over on that game. I expect a lot of points versus the spread itself. And yeah, Troy, I'm kind of with you. I was like, oh man, but oh God, but I'm kind of with you on that.
The 3 Horizon games, IU, it's a lot easier. Like when we get to conference play, because I can just go off KenPom and just like search Horizon. IU Indy traveled to Detroit. Detroit, the hospital laying 3.5. Purdue, Fort Wayne, Oakland. This one's just plummeted. This was at 8.5 last night in a battle between Beanick and I. Now it's down to 5.5. Cleveland State, Northern Kentucky. This one has moved the other way. I see Northern Kentucky laying 13.5. Troy, anything here in these 3 Horizon games tonight?
Are we still going to bet this over 180.5 for IU Indy in the hospital? This is hilariously high, right?
It is pretty high.
I mean,
folks love that number with IU Indy.
Yeah, it seems pretty common with them. The only thing that worries me is I think Detroit Mercy's going to cover. Outside of that, I didn't bet this IPFW Oakland game. I like Fort Wayne, but this one's dropping, and Oakland's had a very roller coastery performance season so far. They've looked really good and kind of below average sometimes. So I was a little worried about that one.
I actually didn't. I have a lot of bets out there, but I did not bet a Horizon game yet. I may end up. I think I always bet one on the TCE show. I think this may be Oakland and fading that line movement against an IPFW team that's just not the same offensively. They've been lackluster, and that line's been absolutely steamed. I may go ahead and just fade that and take Oakland on a buy low angle after that reverse movement. But I didn't know the volatility of IU Indy has been really tough, and laying points with Detroit. If I had to lean one side, I'd take Detroit. I like IU Indy better as a dog than laying points, but so I stayed off. And then Northern Kentucky, I think, can absolutely drill Cleveland State tonight, but I didn't end up betting that one either. Just I don't know. This was a lot of points, but Cleveland State's been pretty bad this season. So, yep, I think I'll lock up Oakland on the 5.5. I'm seeing.
All righty. So that gets us through the conference game. There is another conference game here tonight. It's in the Southland, and there's an MAAC matchup. So Southland, MAAC, Mount St. Mary's, Sacred Heart. I think Sacred Heart's up to a 2.5-point favorite now. Do you guys have anything in this one? And the other game is Stephen F. I see Stephen F. laying, what is it, 6.5 still?
Yeah, they're still at 6.5.
Mexicans, yeah.
I didn't have a bet in the Sacred Heart Mount game, but I want to lay the 6.5 with Stephen F. I don't trust the Mexicans on the road. They're getting deported these days.
Yeah, ICE is getting them.
I didn't bet on that one, and ICE is coming. I don't know. At Stephen F. Austin, aren't they just off a loss too?
Yeah,
I stayed away from that game. Too much volatility.
Kind of surprised this was a 7:00 game. There it is. Yeah, I'm on Stephen F as well. So any other games in the early window? There's a couple shitty here. I could zoom through the slate. We already touched on Furman Elon, Southern Illinois High Point, Louisiana Tech, Georgia Southern. That's over the pick. Southern Miss at Radford. If you want to stop on any, the battle.
Mac, did you take the points with your Govs?
I actually laid it with Kent.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to lay it with the splashes, but if you wanted to talk me off it, I was gonna let you. But yeah, golden splashes, R. Kelly on them.
What are you guys doing? I see a lot of people like Harvard in this matchup.
I mean, UMass has been pretty ass at home.
Yeah, I don't know.
I dare insult
Frank Martin's got to get it right. Come on, Frank Martin's got to get him.
One of these times, is that what it's eventually got to happen, right?
That happened a couple times this season. Yeah, I don't know.
Us Minutemen are playing better. We're playing better, baby.
Yeah, Oakland down to 4.5 too. I'd bet that. DraftKings.
I'm monitoring that right now. You got P, Kent State. We already talked on that one. We already talked how that line reeks. Sacred Heart Mount we touched on. This game is awful. Do you guys either want any of those teams? No. Battle of South Carolina here. Presbyterian, the Blue Hose taking on Wofford, the Terriers. That's a good matchup. Drexel, American. I mean, there's a lot of just solid mid-majors. Huff likes the herd in that game. A little border battle here. Loyola, Maryland. The Greyhounds going to Hampton. Maine, Ohio. Can Maine finally win a game? Louisiana at Lamar. Can Louisiana?
Yeah. I mean, I know Maine stinks. They've had a couple of close games somewhat recently, and Ohio's laying 12.5.
Ohio stinks, dude.
Yeah, I know. Ohio's bad. They're laying 12.5. We should just blindly take the 12.5 with the 0-9 team, right?
I did. I think that they're looking. I think to your point, they're looking at the 0-9 record. Everybody's like, "This team sucks." They're not that bad.
Mac, should we first half money line Maine?
Yeah, why not, dude?
Yeah.
They've been chippy in these games, man.
For sure. I like that.
They also limit enough possessions where they're gonna keep it close, I would assume. So I like that.
Solid.
All right.
See, that's why you do pen and paper, folks. You don't have fucking Elon and all the AI guys trying to steal your shit, and then the line would have already moved by now.
Yep.
That's Kramer's problem. He's too tapped into the AI universe, and that's why they bitch about all the lines moving. Yeah, you're writing down the notes on your phone. They're reading that. They're reading that, Sean and Kramer.
You have to fucking handicap the handicapper.
Exactly. No, what you do is you become handicapped.
Yeah, I'm handicapped mentally. All right, so a couple ugly ones. I like New Hampshire.
Oh yeah.
New Hampshire's an ugly one if you want to hold your nose in that one.
That one's pretty gross.
It's a total gross one. What's another one? Navy, Delaware State. Nobody wants to touch that game.
How big is that now?
12.5. I think it's still at 12.5.
Did you lay the big number with the ears?
I didn't touch it. On the show I picked them just because I'm biased, but I didn't fucking bet that shit.
Is this a classic case of them looking really good against a bad Coppin State team?
Could be.
They just did that against Mercyhurst, though.
I'm tempted to lay the big number. We'll see if they start off slow and it climbs down a little bit.
Coppin. Talk about federal this season.
Yeah, for real. You get in trouble for Coppin. You just got to go to the store these days.
What else we got? Oh, I'm on the points in this one. I don't care if it's chalky. I'm not. Seton Hall's off fucking Maui. You guys touched the Seton Hall game?
I mean, 18.5 for the real Blue Devils.
It's a fucking giant killer.
Seems like it's way too big of a number. We should first half money line this one too.
Absolutely. I think it was 7-1 or 8-1.
I think it's 7-1.
Let's go. I'm on this.
I'm in for that. Yeah, I didn't touch this one. I think Central Connecticut. How can I bet against them? Especially for how they played against Rutgers already and took down a New Jersey team. And
BC, they beat BC as well. Yeah, that lines up to 18.5. So people like them. This game's awful.
Lay it.
JMU's laying a big number. Queens laying a big number. Akron's laying a zillion against Bucknell. It's like 23.5 now. We already touched on Cornell Towson, West Virginia Coppin. All right, so back to the 7:15 windows. We already touched on the games here. FIU Gulf Coast, a little in-state battle here. You guys got anything in this game?
I'm not going to bet this game.
It's
little in-state battle. It's
for fun.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, FGCU, no bet. I picked it, no bet. I don't know. I like FIU at home, but not when they're short number.
They
really
need
short numbers.
They need Pitbull to sponsor the basketball arena too. It's the only way.
Do you guys want any action on the game of the night here?
Oh God,
this line has come down to 9.5, dude. They're like, who the fuck was Monroe to be laying 11.5 to what I said last night?
It's the same as Maine. You should have put Maine and the Delta Devils together.
That logo's insensitive. Give me the Delta Devils.
Sure. There's Devils. Yeah, Monroe can't do that.
Yeah, we're woke on the show now.
University of Louisiana Monroe Commanders.
Little Rock, Central Arkansas. This is
we should make that a shirt. Saudi Arabia State, and then have Louisiana Monroe Commanders.
Illinois
Central Arkansas laying 2.5 against Little Rock. Me and Beanick have a battle here. He likes fucking Little Cock.
Give me Central Arkansas on the money line, no problem. The Central Arkansas team is good. They are good this season. Whatever they did in the portal, whatever they did in the offseason, it's working to start the season. I'm going to keep riding that momentum. Give me Central Arkansas and the Purple Bears.
Purple Bears. I mean, I don't have a bet on this game, and I probably won't put one down. It seems like Central Arkansas is the right side, but I am a little scared of Little Cock.
Fair.
I like to stay away from Little Cock. Big cock only.
Before we move to the 8:00 window, this is a hell of a 7:30 game here. Belmont's undefeated, taking our hosting Richmond there in Nashville, Tennessee. This line 6.5. Can Richmond hand them their first loss? What do you think?
This is a classic case of you have to handicap the mascots here. The little fucking spider can drop in and just one little bite to the bear, and they're fucked. The mascot handicap.
And Belmont, I mean, it's tough for me to fade Belmont at home, but this feels like a Richmond spot. 8-0 Belmont. Now they're laying this number. They've been drilling teams in the past. I think Richmond's a solid, improved team. Even they were getting their ass kicked by Furman, they almost came back and won. I think Richmond will keep it close here in Nashville. Give me the Spiders.
All right, so 3 across the board on Spiders. Real quick, shout out our sponsors. First up, ourselves. The merch store ends this week, so get on over there and use our promo code HOLIDAY. You can get those nose beards. You can get the slang bets, mistletoe unders there, and also the over 2.5 hose, baby. So get on over there. Promo code HOLIDAY. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market, where you're getting the best prices. Novig is available in 35 plus states. Download the Novig app and get $50 off when you spend $5 and use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action. Novig, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That promo code is TCESGPN. And last but not least, we're brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm has crushed NFL this season, college football as well. Props have been really good identifying which players to fade on those overs and unders. College basketball is up and running with 300-plus schools. Rhythm has predictions for every game, every night. Pairs nicely with the daily TCE show. That's ourselves, with myself, Colby, Noah, Troy, Huff, Stooley, Cap. You take your pick, baby. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and play with sliders. So get on over there. Use our promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm, promo code SGPN25. All righty, we are back. Let's go to the 8:00 slate. It's good to see Wright State, Youngstown conference play back on the horizon. 8:00 window, gentlemen. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. So a little rapid fire here. 20 minutes till tip of the 7:00 games. We got Ball State at Evansville.
No.
Evansville, laying 7.5, 6.5. Idaho State at UMKC.
No. Go back. Go ahead, Huff.
No, God, no. Ball State is awful. As an alum, I don't care. You scored 37 against Lafayette. I mean, yeah, I was going to bet you against Lemoyne. You put up 95, but no way. This team is atrocious. I'm laid off this one. I can't even.
We're just going to lay it with Evansville, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was my pick.
Okay.
I almost did. Idaho State's down to 4.5 against UMKC. Chime in if you want any of these games, by the way.
UMKC, they haven't covered yet. They're going to cover tonight. They got to get one.
There you go. Alcorn at Iowa State, prostitution up to 42.5.
We're laying this, right?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to lay this.
They do have Purdue on deck.
Yeah, they got Purdue on deck in Indy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
This is so
Alcorn State is bad.
Oh, yeah.
And they give up a lot of points. And, I mean, I guess Iowa State does kind of have a look ahead. I still think this would be fun to lay.
You got a couple home dogs here. You got South Dakota, who's good in Vermilion, getting a short number 1.5 down from 2.5. I think it actually opened at 3 against Portland State. You got Omaha taking on Northern Colorado. Omaha's a 2.5 point short dog too. So you got back-to-back short dogs here. Well, some of those big sky action. Eastern Kentucky taking on Illinois State. This line has stayed steady at 13.5. Does EKU finally cover? I don't know. Tennessee State going to Alabama A&M. Here's another home dog. SWAC versus Ohio Valley here. Alabama A&M getting 4.5. I see at home. South Dakota State going to Northern Arizona. Another 2.5 point dog in this window. So a lot of home dogs here. And then New Orleans going to Penny. The system. Don't take Memphis. Just take it. Ride the system, play the percentages. Fade Penny is a big favorite. He's down to 14.5, though. It's coming down. So then you got Georgetown laying 19.5. Princeton at Monmouth. This one's a short road favorite at 4.5 on the road. And that does it for the 8 o'clock games. Troy, any games that pop your eye here that you want to play in this window outside of New Orleans? I know you're going to play New Orleans.
I was going to say we're definitely master P-ing it up with New Orleans tonight. You know the penny system. I follow the penny system as closely as Kramer does the Close Your Eyes special. It is it's not even competitive to just roll with the penny. But if you go to the next slide with the
next slide, Sullivan,
the greatest home court in the entire Big East, 19.5 is a pretty beefy number right now. And they play North Carolina next, don't they?
Yeah.
This is a little brother game probably for UMBC being real close in the area. This is a 6-1 first half money line too. But I mean, I'm going to take the points with UMBC in hopes that the Capital One Arena is about as crowded as it normally is for a Georgetown game. And I'm going to play the 6-1 on the first half money line with the Terriers too.
Nobody goes to those fucking games. It's incredible.
It is a joke. I like South Dakota at home, getting points at Vermilion. I don't care that Portland State's good. They have size that could be an advantage, but I'm not buying into that. This is South Dakota at home. I like them. And go Coyotes there.
Any other games?
You guys pretty much said all the stuff that I like already. I do think Georgetown may try to manipulate their net ranking a little bit, Troy, but yeah.
It's possible. That's why, I mean – I was way more interested in the first half. Like maybe they come out and kind of like go through the motions and then realize, hey, we've got to win some of these games and look impressive. But
I didn't. More props to you. You bet UMBC.
Net manipulation at its finest. All right, let's get over to the 9 o'clock window here, where we're going to fire off some games. I like how they stagger it out. So 9 o'clock, we got Cal Baptist, BYU. I see BYU laying now.
They're 19.5 now.
19.5. So come down a little bit. It was 20.5 last night. This is at the Jazz Arena. This is not in Provo.
I was going to say that's the only handicap in that game is I would actually lay it if it was in Provo and they kept Sataki and it was like a big program night, but they're playing at the Jazz Arena. Utah doesn't even allow music. Why are they called the Jazz? Think about that.
Yeah, that's basically footloose. And Cal Baptist is a good team. I like Cal Baptist here. Go Lancers.
Cosign. North Dakota State, Montana. Montana's up to a 3.5 point favorite off back-to-back losses in their MTE. North Dakota's playing Phoenix, Idaho Vandals. This is 10.5 point line. Texas State at Rice and in battle here in the state of Texas. Rice laying 3.5 at home there, so interested in that one. Oral Roberts versus Weber State. I see Weber State laying 7.5 against Oral Roberts, who struggle. Pacific Air Force short home dog, 5.5 points here. That magical number. The Tommies are going out to Montana State. Montana State coming off that Utah State game.
Did you rolled Tommies, right, Mac?
I went with the Tommies. I ended up betting the Tommies is short.
I was gonna say I think I'm gonna bet the Tommies here before the 9 o'clock window. The 2.5 on the road. I think they keep it within a basket. I kind of like playing them on the money line.
Okay. And then the other one in this window is Denver laying a short number 1.5 against Edub before we get into the Big Ten game and the other challenge games. Anything here, Huff and Troy?
Lay it with Denver. Elevation for EWU. Get out.
Okay.
What's this other? You didn't get to Wisconsin Northwestern yet, did
I'm about to highlight that one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was gonna say the 10.5 points seems pretty big for the Vandals.
Agreed.
I think we should bet North Dakota.
I don't hate it.
I didn't bet it just because they're coming back from the island. So
No.
The final game in the 9 o'clock window before we go to 9:15 challenge games. Northwestern, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's up to a 10.5 point favorite. Are you guys buying the Wisconsin hype here at the Kohl Center, laying double digits?
Fuck no. Why are we worried about the entire game line? Why are you not looking at the plus 230 first half money line here in this one too? Coming in with like 5 swords in the first game or the first show that I do back in 2 weeks. No, I think the Northwestern defense is frustrating enough that they'll keep it close in the first half, and you've got a pretty good, blind shot at that one. Maybe Wisconsin pulls away. I'm kind of staying away from the full game, but we're going to take the points in the first half and the money line with Northwestern.
Let's go.
I like it. I'll be Midwest here, though. Yeah, I could see that angle working, but I took the other side. I took Wisconsin last night. It was at 9.5 and all the way up to 11.
Yeah. Good to know you're with Trev.
Yeah, I'm with Trevor on this one.
He's too
I think the Kohl Center is going to be a problem. They shut down Martinelli. Northwestern won't have anyone to score, but Chris Collins is a good coach. Tough to fade him.
All righty. 9:15, back to the challenge. We got Virginia at Texas. Texas laying a short number here, 2.5. Has not budged overnight. SMU at Vandy. I think this line came up earlier today. I see it at 10.5 against SMU. Both teams undefeated still.
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi State, Georgia Tech, both teams struggling here. Georgia Tech a 2.5 point dog against Hail State. And the final game of the challenge, Auburn, Stephen Pearl, Will Wade. Auburn's laying 4.5 in the jungle. Gentlemen, what do you say here in these 4 challenge games starting at 9:15?
I mean, I like laying the points with Auburn in the jungle for this. I mean, the same reason that I'll probably still lay the 10.5 with Vanderbilt. The Weird Gems, the Weird Gems is a pretty TCE. It would be considered chalk for us, but since we're in the top percentile of basketball knowledge, it's not an actual chalk play. Just keep that in mind.
We're genius.
Yeah, I like Vanderbilt. I like Auburn. I'm scared of the Texas number. Like you said, it wouldn't budge. I'm on the side of Texas, but I haven't bet that game. I don't think I'm going to give my money to the UVA team right now. I haven't seen enough out of them to feel all that confident they'll get it done. Moody Center on the road.
I took Texas here. I like it. I know this Virginia team's been solid, but I like the short number here on the home spread. And then I also laid it with Auburn. Give me the jungle. NC State looked really disinterested in their Maui tournament. I think Will Wade could have them going, but this Auburn team has really found their gel. They found a groove. It looks like they've been rallying behind the Nepo baby of Little Pearl. And they look like they've finally found some cohesion. So I laid it in the jungle, and yeah, I took Mississippi State as well, all SEC on the late night 9:50 15. I think Mississippi State's just a little bit more talented, but God, they suck. I mean, I need to see it. They may make my no bet list after this one.
SEC Huff over here. Final games, we got final 5 games of the night. We'll highlight the last one, actually. Vermont going to Oregon State. Oregon State laying 3.5 here. North Alabama at the Dawn, San Fran. This one skyrocketed up to 16.5. Utah Valley at San Diego State. San Diego State, 8.5-point favorite against Valley at home. And Dixie going to Santa Clara. This game's awful. Santa Clara is laying 19.5. Troy, anything in these matchups?
I kind of want to take Vermont on the road all the way out there. I kind of just – it seems like the Vermont program had their lull and has come back pretty strong. It's only 3.5 points. I think Vermont has a chance to win outright. So, points and a sprinkle there. And lay the 19.5 against Dixie.
I like it.
I liked Oregon State. I don't know. This Vermont team has just burned me so many times. It's crazy. They're crazy. I don't know. I need to see it.
Final game on the dock. Washington, UCLA. Bounce between 1.5 both ways. Take your pick. It sounds like Washington's going to get some healthy tonight. What do you say here? 11 o'clock standalone Pac-12 game. Oh, wait, they're not in the Pac-12. They're in that stupid Big Ten. What do you guys say?
Classic Big Ten matchup here between
Big Ten
UCLA and Washington. At the is this on campus?
Yeah, it's on campus.
Yeah, I think the reason why it's bouncing back and forth is Washington's the home team. I think right now when you can get 1.5, you go ahead and take that with the Huskies.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't bet this one. I was confused on the injury news. Not a fan of Mick Cronin, but if Washington is healthy and they get that Heidex back or whatever, they could be an issue down low. UCLA, though, off of a loss to California, just a lot of volatility in this one. So I haven't bet it. I could be talked into either side.
All righty, guys. That will do it. Let's get over to what's our thing? Moneyline dog for the evening. Let's go to I'm just throwing this in there. Boom. I had to fire one more parlay over here. You got to throw a dog a little parlay. Well, favorite dog of the night, Huff. You lead the way. Let's give out a moneyline dog parlay winner.
Okay.
Who did we all like? Hogs.
Yeah, I like the home dog with the Hogs.
Who else did we all like? Delta Devils.
I kind of like Boston College, but I know Troy, you didn't like that one as much. I'll go Richmond walking in 8-0. I'll take Richmond on the money line on the road plus 250.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay, let me throw that one in there. So we got Arkansas money line. We got Richmond money line at 2 plus 250. Troy, is Arkansas your play?
What about the Tommies?
We can throw the Tommies in there. We can throw those 3 in there.
Short little Tommy yapper.
Yep.
Where are the Tommies at? The Tommies are. Can't find it. There you go. Plus 115. So this is a 13-1. Richmond money line, Arkansas money line, Tommy's money line. Do you want to throw one more in there?
I like South Dakota too. Maybe at home.
That South Dakota one. They're good at home.
Yeah, it's short enough.
Caleb
throw it in there to juice it on up. Yeah, there we go.
Plus 110. All right, so perfect. That gets us to 30-1. So South Dakota on the money line and Arkansas on the money line as the home dogs. Not Rio Grande, Richmond and The Tommies as the road favorite. So 4-legger, 30-1. Shop till you drop. Good shit, guys. Games tip off here in 5 minutes. 45 minutes on the dot, baby. We'll be back later tonight. I'll be back here in about 2 hours with Colby and CJ and Troy, I think. So, make sure you subscribe to the College Football Experience, College Basketball Experience. If you do that Spotify top 5 of the year, make sure you share with TCE, and we'll get you retweeted. So, appreciate you guys. Go check out the Locks and Dog podcast with Huff and Stooley every single night over there. Pump Fake Pod. Locks and Dog is Cap.
I'm on that show sometimes too.
Yeah. And so is Troy. Go check out that show too with Cannabis Capper. But go check out the Pump Fake Pod every night with Huff and Trev over there. So and go check out the College Experience and Main SGP. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We are the College Basketball Experience. Cheers. See you guys in a couple hours. Jack Fucks. And we are out of here.
Jack Fucks. Shout out to Cannabis Capper's wife. She said she's a Moneyline Mac fanboy.
Moneyline Macintosh.
Moneyline Macintosh fanboy.
Play the fucking music. This is great.
Do we have to sing it?
Yeah. There we go. Fucking goddamn piece of shit software. Oh man. Need to get a nap before all these fucking shows till 5 o'clock. That's a nice nugget there, track star.